NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Ready?
Inside handoff now to Fournette. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. They'll look to throw here. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands...
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, Lawrence got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The Jaguars at 1-8 now on the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their second drive here, the ballgame charge. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Ready. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Again, it's Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third, here's an option play right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, first and goal.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. But Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Harris to return. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience, and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On the ball. On the ball.
Now Lawrence. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
I bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Ready. Hey, one here.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. There he goes right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Levante David. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their deep touchdown.
Leonard Fournette, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
The result of first down as a quick slant gets him 14.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
69 yards.
And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, it's Jalen Darden.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He completes it to Beckham. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Lawrence going to take it himself. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
2nd and 6.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game, and good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Flushed out right.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He gets this to Thornton.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Go! Hey, C6.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bucs are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a play.
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws. Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Once more, ETN.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because it actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's a give to Fournette. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
I'm ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Tyquan Thornton.
57 yards.
And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
This one fielded at the 5.
Come on. Hey.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
is inside the 40. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Lawrence completes this one to Thornton. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because